So that took only about 15 or 20 minutes, and you basically don't really need much tools to build these at all. What I've used is just my Tamiya side cutter that I've always used for Gundams. Let's start off with Charmander. You can see that even after you close this really well, there's going to be this visible seam line there that I'll try to remove. And articulation, there's basically none. The tail, it's removable after assembly, and same for the flame as well. So I'm going to need to paint the belly and the eyes, its toes, and the flame. And it doesn't really have any weight problems. You can see it stands there pretty well. And for Charmeleon, it's about the same thing. There's really no 0 points of articulation. These arms have a fixed joint onto the body, so they can't even swing up and down. And the flame is removable on the tail once again, and it's about the same number of parts as Charmander. So again, big ugly seam line down the center that I'll try to remove, and stands pretty good as well. And I mean, the main course is really the Charizard. It has articulating both the foreclaws, and the jaw can open and close fairly well actually, and the head can tilt about 30-45 degrees, and the neck has a joint as well, so it can kind of do the chicken. And there's a mechanism at the back of the wings that allow you both the wings to move simultaneously, which is kind of nice. And there's about a 15-degree of articulation for both of its feet, so you can change the degree which Charizard stands, like so. And also for the tail as well, there's like a tiny bit of articulation here. And the flame you can remove. And that's about it for the Charizard, and we have a pretty big sticker sheet. So for the Charizard, I'm going to have to paint the roof of the mouth, and his tongue, both of the palm of his foreclaw, and part of the flame. I think I might do something to the belly too, but I'm not sure. And finally, the inner part of the wings. It looks like it's just one color. I don't think there's any lining opportunities for either of these. Looks fairly straightforward. I may or may not use the eye stickers, but as you can see, they're fairly detailed, but the grooves are a little too big, so that might give you trouble painting if you're using like acrylic-based paint. And overall, the Charizard stands fairly well as well, because the tail actually touches the ground as he is standing in his upright pose, so that kind of poses him in place. So this concludes the first part of the work in progress, and I'll do another video once I got these seam lines all removed and these all painted.